Now let's talk about maximum and minimum of a function. So let's get a function. And there's one right there. So let's first off, let's just graph it and see what it looks like. So x squared, let's see, minus 3x plus 2. And yeah, it looks pretty good. Okay, so if I go to the graph, boom. Now this is a parabola. I knew it would be a parabola because the highest power of the variable is 2. And so it comes down, goes back up. Now what goes off screen is it just goes on and on and on forever, going up on both of those lines. So that means that for this particular graph, there is a low point, okay? There is a very lowest point, and the graph doesn't go any lower than that, the graph of the function, the blue line. Therefore, we can find that minimum point. So if we go second trace, normally here we go intersect, but that's not what we want here. We want to use either minimum or maximum. Well, the point we're looking for is the minimum point. It's the lowest point. So I'll pick minimum, option 3, and it even says minimum up there. Now it's gonna ask me 3 questions. It says, what is your left bound? Well, I need to just make sure my cursor is to the left of the point I'm looking for. Okay, on this one, it already is. Okay, so I'll hit enter. And when I do, it automatically says, all right, what's your right bound? So I'll use my arrows to get to the side. I mean, I can be there, I can be further away, I can be closer. Just so long as I'm to the right of it, doesn't matter. Okay, now, so what that does is between the left bound and the right bound, that's the only place the calculator is going to look for the minimum value. It will not look outside of that range. And if you want, although it's optional, you can say, all right, here's my best guess, and put your cursor on it. Okay. Now, here's the deal on this one. The answer is going to be the point, that lowest point that has 2 coordinates, of course, because it's a point. The answer is 1.5 comma negative 0.25. That's the answer. Notice I did not include the 0.00008. When you do min and max on the calculator is notorious for getting very close to the right answer, close enough that you can tell what the calculator meant. Now, sometimes it will give you the exact answer. It will say 1.5 and that's it. But often that is not the case, as we're seeing right here. So it will not be good enough for you to say, well, the minimum value is 1.5000008 comma negative 0.25. Nope, you got to leave the 0.00008 off. That's just the way it is. Okay, the calculator is not perfect, and it's not as smart as you and I. So you and I have to make that leap. That's how it works. Okay, let's do one more, shall we? So here's the next parabola, and let's plug it into the calculator. So we'll go 10 minus 4 x minus x squared. There it is. Okay, so we'll take a look at the graph, and this time I think we can all agree the parabola is opening down. Now there is a top point. Unfortunately, that top point is not on camera. Okay. So it's going to, wow, I actually did that quite well, freehand. So it's going to be about right there. But it would be better to actually show it on screen, not the way I just did. So I'll go to Window, and I'm going to push up my Y max to 15 ought to be enough, I would think. Okay, so I can see that guy there. All right. And there is the high point, because we all love a heart. Okay. Let's see. So we'll go second trace. And this time, instead of minimum, we want maximum, because Well, this point is the highest point on the parabola. So it says, what's your left bound? So I need to go to the left of the point a little or a lot and hit enter. It says, well, what's your right bound? And that'll do. Enter. And again, it's only going to look in there. And then what's your best guess? I'm just going to hit enter. Once again, it doesn't give me the exact answer. It gives me a very good approximation. In fact, so good that I can tell what is meant. Okay, -2, comma, 14. That would be the answer. Okay, and again, I'm leaving off the 00001 because that's not really part of the answer because the calculator is not perfect. So that is how you find the maximum or minimum of a function with the calculator. You can certainly do it by hand, but that's not what we're in this class for. So that's it.